And now back to the most heartwarming holiday movie since Eyes Wide Shut.
Isn't it wonderful, Sister Sue? We're going to have a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner when all the relatives come tomorrow. That big ham and that beautiful turkey.
Yeah, we must be careful that between now and in the morning some sneak thief don't come up here and clean out the icebox.
Sneak thief.
Well, if they're going to make off with our ham and turkey, they're going to have to climb another 2 flights of stairs.
Hope they charge their Fitbit.
Well, of course, if the people,
No, you're alive radio show.
Montgomery, our icebox wasn't big enough to hold all that food, so Mrs. Conway on the top floor volunteered to keep the frozen food and the ham and the turkey upstairs in her icebox.
Is that a euphemism?
And I don't think any sneak thief's gonna bother it up there, 'cause Mrs. Conway's husband is a police sergeant.
Also, the apartment is haunted.
Excuse me, I think I'll go out in the kitchen and sharpen up the carving knife.
Why do you want to do that? The dinner isn't till tomorrow.
I know. But first thing in the morning, I may have an appointment to cut my throat.
Seasonal depression. Wah, wah. Think I'll call Mr. Magoo, see what he's up to.
I gotta get that food back in that store by tomorrow morning or I'm in a mess.
And that's the plot.
I'll never get it out of Mrs. Conway's apartment. And her husband is a policeman.
Now we're all caught up. Hey, he's watching Flying Circus.
Hello, Oliver Wendell Clutch speaking.
Oliver Platt?
Hello, Oliver. Am I disturbing you?
Speaking of disturbing,
No, you're not disturbing me. I was just watching television. Do you know they actually have people on there talking like animals? It is completely unbelievable.
so meta has never been
Oh,
funny.
it is, but I'm in a mess, Oliver. I gypped a fella out of a ham and turkey and a whole lot of frozen food. Now, he says if I don't bring
Oh,
it
Lord,
back,
that's not
he'll
normal.
make trouble for me.
Well, only one thing to do. Take it back.
I can't. Maggie Bell...
Seriously, call your doctor, friend.
Sergeant Conway's icebox.
Police sergeant, eh?
Colonel, you'd better not tamper with that refrigerator in person.
What you need is some puffy poltroon to purloin the poultry.
What do you mean?
A real jerky to swipe the turkey.
Well, you are my pastor.
Yeah, Calvin's in this mess up to his neck. And I might as well push his head under the quicksand. Thanks a lot, Oliver.
You're welcome, my friend.
Early remote controls were
The
unwieldy.
next act on our big show tonight. An act I just brought over from Europe. Let's really hurt for 'em, big folks.
Satirical.
Fifi the poodle and our performing people.
How does he get away with that stuff?
I hate this character as much as I love my family. Later the next morning, last month, who cares?
Now listen, Calvin. This is the roof of the apartment house, and the Conway's apartment is on the top floor right underneath where we are walking now.
Exposition and so forth.
Golly, Colonel, it's awful dark up here. Now, explain to me how we're going to get into Sergeant Conway's kitchen.
This skylight is right over the kitchen.
Convenient.
We are going to lift the top up, and that'll give us a perfect way for you to get down in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Wait a
Now,
minute.
wait a minute, Colonel. You started out with we and us. But somewhere near the end of that sentence, you past participled me up the creek again. I'm not going.
Now listen, Calvin, let me explain the plan before you go off half-cocked like some Yankee.
Hey,
When you
I
get
am a
down in the
virile
kitchen-
northerner, sir.
I'm going to lower this basket down to you on the rope. All you got to do is to put the turkey and the ham and the frozen food in the basket, and I'll haul it up. You see, I got the dangerous part of the job.
I'll be live tweeting.
You're up here, and I'm in the policeman's kitchen. Explain to me how you got the dangerous part of the job.
Simple, Calvin. I'm up here. Now suppose something happens.
Doesn't seem likely.
I'm trying to get away. I might get panicky and run off the edge of the roof.
I'm a spaz like
you
that.
You being trapped down there in the kitchen, you won't be able to run any place and hurt yourself.
Why are we friends?
Well, now, that's mighty thoughtful of you, Colonel. Come on, let's get the skylight open.
Come on, let's get me killed.
Hello?
Whoa.
Claxon residence?
He's
Mrs.
packing.
Claxon, this is Sergeant Conway upstairs. You know what your husband is doing up on the roof of the building?
Montgomery? On the roof?
Tradition, tradition.
Well, I saw him and that fat friend of his going up there a few seconds ago.
I haven't any idea what he's doing up there.
And I think I'll just go up and have a look around.
This year I'm thankful for my Second Amendment rights.
Say, Calvin, how you doing down there in the kitchen?
Not a radio show.
Colonel. I'm just beginning to load the frozen food from the icebox into the basket.
Just beginning. You've been down there 10 minutes. What you been doing?
Making myself a pot roast sandwich.
Hey, is this a joke to
I wonder
you?
where he keeps the ketchup.
Listen, you dummy, keep your mind on your business. You want that policeman to catch us?
Kinda, yeah.
I'll go out the back window and come up the fire escape.
Boy, it sure is dark up here.
Despite how it looks.
Well, anyway, it's working fine. Sergeant Conway must be out. Things are...
Someone's eating Cheetos.
Footsteps. Sound like somebody walking on the roof here.
Sound like me describing things for a radio audience.
Coming up to help me with the rope.
Can't handle the raw tension. Oh, wait, yes, I
Sounds
can.
like he stopped walking.
How you doing up there, Colonel?
Fine. Give me a hand with the rope and,
Oh, it's just a good guy with a gun.
That's funny. Calvin's feet are walking up here on the roof, but his voice is still in the kitchen. He must have left in an awful hurry. Yeah, that's what he did.
Relax, things are about to get very safe.
That doesn't sound like Calvin walking. Those are the flattest footsteps I ever heard.
He's got to be like a foot away by
But there's
now.
gotta be Calvin up here on the roof. Who else?
Colonel, I say, how are you doing up there?
Calvin, where are you?
How big is this roof?
I know you're here, but are you here, or here, there?
Colonel, I'm down here in the kitchen. Are you up there on the roof?
No, I'm in
Yeah,
Prague.
son, what I wouldn't give to be home in bed right now.
Hey, I like you as a friend.
Sergeant Conway, fancy running into you up here on the roof.
Blue Lives Matter.
Sunbathing perchance?
Claxon, what are you up to here on the roof?
Me, nothing. I just, I was...
Just vamping and mugging.
I went to,
Patting.
Claxon, I need an explanation.
Well, I need one as bad as you do.
The writers just bailed.
Sure you're not up to something?
All away, Colonel, before that flatfoot Conway finds out what we're up to.
I smell bacon. Oink, oink.
There's someone down in my kitchen.
Yeah, must be a sneak thief. My advice to you is to shoot first and ask questions later. Now, I'll get out of the line of fire before you start blazing away. I'll see you later.
Claxon,
Please kill my
I think
friend.
we'd better go down to my apartment and talk things over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please stop saying that.
That's a good idea. Yes, sir.
Stop
the
it.
first thing I'm going to do when we get down there is call your wife.
Call my wife.
What you gonna call?
Tell
Oh,
me
never
something,
mind.
Sergeant. If I made a break for it, would you shoot me?
Of course not.
I thought I had a loophole there for a minute. I was gonna run.
Suicide by cop, as if this story couldn't get any more fun and charming. Meanwhile, here's another background we farted out.
That's the whole story, Myrtle. Sergeant Conway caught us breaking into his kitchen.
Oh, that's a shame. But what did Maggie Bell say when she found out?
Oh, Maggie Bell doesn't know anything about it.
She was killed in the crossfire.
Colonel pleaded with the sergeant not to tell her.
Yeah, well, what's he gonna do about the man in the frozen food store?
You literally have one job, ma'am.
The colonel's going to stick to his guns. I'm meeting him at the deep freeze store in an hour. After all, the food was free, and that's that.
Well, I still think the man's gonna want the food back.
The colonel says he doesn't care what the man says.
He's a nihilist, dude.
The colonel guaranteed me that we're going to have a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner.
Are we gonna talk about what just happened?
Have another slice of ham. Didn't I tell you, Calvin, we'd have a lovely dinner on Thanksgiving?
And they're in jail. Pull back,
I like
they're in
the dinner,
jail.
all right, but the judge says we're
jail,
going to
yep.
have to
There we
spend
go. Called
5
it.
more days in this iron deep freeze.
Also, why was Thanksgiving 4 days long this year?
Hi, Colonel.
Original or extra
hello,
crispy?
Calvin.
Say, how did Maggie Bell and Sister Sue react to your little vacation in the Pokey?
Well, they were pretty upset, Calvin.
I'm kind of a monster,
Maggie
after
Bell
all.
said it was the worst family disgrace since Uncle Braxton Claxton was a streetcar conductor and the inspector caught him with his high-button shoes full of nickels.
That's the most old-timey sentence
You know,
ever.
I've been thinking, Calvin, where we went wrong trying to get that free food without buying the freezer. The next time, what we ought to do is to buy it on installments.
Let me get you hooked on heroin, and then we'll hollow out a Bible.
And when the time payments come due, we adjust... Calvin. I say, Calvin.
Come back. I need your help stealing bedpans from a nursing home, and then we're going to vandalize that church.
Calvin and the Colonel was brought to you by...
Nobody. Never mind. Oh, boy, guys. Featuring the voices of talented white actors who should have known better. Oh, George Bruns, who would go on to torment humanity with the Pirates of the Caribbean song. Visual adaptions made by scribbling on a napkin and throwing it away. Well, guys, I don't know. For an animated holiday special, that was about 60% less festive than I expected. And as an animated adaptation of a controversial radio show, it was... well, it was pretty bad. But don't let it get you down. Have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching. I am thankful for each and every one of you this year, and I will see you next time on Fun with Shorts.
But first thing in the morning, I may have an appointment to cut my throat.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy my videos, there are two major ways you can support me. Please subscribe to my channel and like and share Fun with Shorts videos. And please consider a small pledge to my Patreon campaign, where you can see new riffs first and get exclusive patron-only videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.